Hello again, I'm Bob Colt. We're continuing our conversations in Charlotte Public Schools. Deedee Stapely is with me today, and she's not a regular face in Charlotte probably, but she will be because Deedee is a member of the team at Farris State University, and the Woodbridge program is coming to Charlotte. Tell people, how do you explain this? Tell people what it is. It's really exciting.
Very cool, thank you. We're very excited about partnering with Charlotte. Charlotte Public Schools will be our first opportunity to take our Woodbridge Promise College Prep program off campus. Our Woodbridge Promise College Prep program is designed to help students who are about one level below college ready to become college ready while they're in high school, so that when they enter college as incoming freshmen, they don't need any of the developmental classes any longer. They're able to enter into their programs.
And what's exciting is they're actually taking these programs and they earn college credit.
Absolutely. Students will earn 7 college credits or have the opportunity to earn 7 college credits in the first semester and an additional 7 credits in the second semester. First semester students will take classes really to help them begin becoming ready to take college classes, starting to get them focused. So they'll take a reading class. The important thing about a reading class is most students believe that they're really good readers. They don't necessarily understand how to read a college textbook or how to annotate that. So that's a very beneficial class for the students, not only in their college coursework, but in their high school coursework as well. Students will also take a career education and exploration class. And that class is designed to help students start looking at opportunities of what they might like to do in the future, so that when they enter college, they're not taking an extreme amount of time to make those decisions, or taking 2 years of coursework and then changing their mind and having to retake that. And there's also a directed seminar class, which really is a class that prepares students on how to become college students, to better time management, how to talk to college professors, how to advocate for yourself instead of your parents advocating for you. So those are classes students take first semester. Second semester, students take a math class and an English class.
So this is kind of a palette of entry-level college programs.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the idea of partnering with a school district so that kids are prepared? How did this develop?
We actually developed this program a couple of years ago in collaboration with Mecosta Osceola Intermediate School District in the Big Rapids area. The school district came to us and said, we need a program for our students. What can we do? And our upper level students, so the students who are 4.0 students, higher 3.0 students, they're prepared and they're ready to take dual enrollment classes. But where we found that there was a gap is those students that needed to prepare for college.
Maybe students who didn't have a family history of college, they might be new to it and didn't know anything about it.
Absolutely. So students who come from a first generation background, the parents don't necessarily understand what it takes to help their students become college ready or to become successful college students. As a part of the package for the Woodbridge Promise College Prep program, we don't focus strictly on the academics. It really is more of a holistic approach. We provide workshops to parents and to students on things such as creating a college-going culture in your home, or navigating the financial aid path, or getting through the admissions path. Because we want parents to be involved in the process as well. We want them to feel that they're a part of it.
So parents are really part of this experience as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. We encourage the parents to be a part of it so that they can help their students as they continue through their high school career and into college.
Now, how did Farris State University pick or get to Charlotte? Because this is really a new revolutionary kind of idea.
Absolutely. Charlotte actually came to Farris. And they had heard about this program from some other school districts, or at a superintendent meeting at a state level. So they came to Farris and said, we're very interested in partnering with Farris State University. We've also had some conversations with Eaton Intermediate School District, where the superintendents have been involved, and we've shared opportunities that we have through our pre-college or our Center for College Readiness.
And so what does Farris do? Do they pick faculty from campus? Do they train faculty or hire faculty here? A lot of people don't understand how the faculty system.
Sure, great question. In some instances, we're able to contract with high school instructors who meet college requirements for faculty. In other instances, we will post for adjunct faculty in the area. For us to have a faculty member come from Big Rapids to the Lansing area wouldn't be as productive as if we post and find faculty in this area who are possibly adjunct faculty even at Lansing Community College.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize that in a university system there are probably a very small percentage of tenured track faculty, a lot more fixed term, who would sign a contract and come in and teach at the university.
Right. We actually have a large percent of full-time tenure faculty. We also are our adjunct faculty. We have an adjunct faculty union for adjunct faculty at a certain level. And then we have adjunct faculty that we hire on a course-by-course basis.
Yeah. And so now talk a little bit more about how you came up with the courses that would extend to a school district like Charlotte.
Sure. Part of our programming in our Center for College Readiness, the entire center is focused on helping students to become college ready while they're in high school, before they enter college full time. One of the things our provost at Farris likes to say is if we could put ourselves out of the developmental business, we would. For us, being able to reach into the high schools and to provide these classes is a way to help meet that need in the high school, and so students won't need that when they go to college. The courses that are selected, we work closely with our developmental curriculum area at the college, as well as our math department and our English department. So the courses we've selected are courses that we find on a regular basis students need when they come to Farris State, and that's developmental math, developmental reading.
And so then if you have the course and you go out and pick the faculty, when do classes actually start, this coming fall?
Absolutely. We operate on what we call, in the high schools, we operate on what we call the Farris Modified Calendar. So because our high schools start after Labor Day, we start our programs after Labor Day, but we end them with the Farris calendar. So that way the grades are due at the same time, midterm grades are due at the same time. So we will operate on the Farris calendar. Students will be done with the college program the beginning of May, just as our students would on campus.
And then maybe go on to Farris State or be able to transfer credits to another university.
Absolutely. So we would love to see a number of the students who we partner with across the state while they're in high school attend Farris State University. We also have great partnerships with community colleges across the state. We currently have 19 statewide locations at community colleges across Michigan. So we work closely with those institutions to provide opportunities for students to do 2 or even 3 years of college at the community college and then transfer into Farris at that institution to complete their bachelor's degree. So our hope is that students will come to Farris, a number of them, but really our focus is on helping students to become college ready so that wherever they go, they're ready to enter college as true college students.
And how would a student in Charlotte actually sign up for this program?
Sure, they will work with the guidance office at the high school. So Charlotte is already starting to look at student transcripts and students' GPAs and talking to students to see if they're eligible or interested in the program. And then we have a process set up. We have a high school transfer credit specialist at Farris who work closely with Charlotte to get the students enrolled and registered in their classes. Students are officially true college students. They're Farris State University students. They'll receive a Farris State University student ID. And that's an important part of the process for students to feel like they truly are college students. It just kind of, the chest pops out a little bit and there's a sense of pride in what they're doing. So that's an important piece of the process, but we'll have someone work directly with Charlotte to identify and to register students. We're also attending parent nights this week. We had our high school transfer credit specialist here in Charlotte on Tuesday at 2 parent nights, and I'll be back tonight for 2 parent nights as well.
Well, and what do parents ask you?
Parents are really confused sometimes about how is it my students taking college classes while they're in high school. So we explain the process that the school is collaborating with us. They've given us classroom space and we're able to offer true college classes to their students. This program is a bit unique in that it's a full year. So students will sign up for the program and it will be blocked into their schedule for the entire year.
And so a student will go to high school during the day and then maybe at the end of the day take these classes?
I believe it'll actually be in the middle of the day.
No kidding.
So they'll take some high school classes in the morning, and I believe we're going to do a 10 o'clock session, and then at 10 o'clock they'll go into their college classroom, and then they'll go into their high school classes in the afternoon.
So what do you tell people? How do you explain that a college classroom is different than a high school classroom? It really is, but a lot of people don't understand that who haven't had the experience.
Absolutely. The one thing I like to tell parents, or I like to tell community members, is that the class is taught at the college level. So students are expected to perform at a higher level than they're expected to in many instances in a high school setting. For us, that's extremely important. The other thing that's important is for students and parents, or community members, to realize that these classes are taught by true college professors. So they truly are college classes in a high school setting. I like to explain to people that Farris's philosophy of reaching into the high schools and working with our high school partners just as we work with our community college partners across the state. That really we feel like we're doing the right thing for students and for the communities.
And the college format, it might be larger classes, a little more lecture oriented. Students have to be at the top of their game to be able to take notes, ask any questions, because they're expected to perform in the examinations. It's not designed to be easy, is it?
It is not designed to be easy, but it is designed to help students be successful. And part of the packaging of the courses and the way that we've packaged them is that the classes the first semester really are designed to help students to get into that mindset of what it takes to be a successful college student. I taught the directed seminar classes last year for our program on campus in Big Rapids. And one of the things that I went back to several times was time management, and helping the students to understand why that's so important. How do I keep a calendar? How do I stay on top of deadlines? Making sure that the students realized that they weren't going to be in class. It wasn't acceptable for them to not show up. They had to call or email the professor, even if they were excused from their high school class. So helping them to make that transition, because so often students are in that mindset of high school. My parent takes care of everything. I'll get extra credit work. I'll be able to get points just for being in class. This gives us an opportunity to help them to start transitioning over and realizing it doesn't work like that in college.
Yeah, you have to perform.
Absolutely.
You have to score well on examinations or quizzes or assignments or anything that they would do. And there are a mixture of all of those things to determine whether or not a student is doing well, I'm assuming.
Absolutely.
And so if a student enrolled in the Woodbridge program and went through all of the classes for Farris, they would end next May with how many credits going into a place like Farris or another college?
Sure, they would end with 14 college credits.
Well, that's almost a whole term, right?
It is. 12 credit hours is considered full-time. Of course, we know that many students take up to 18 credit hours. The other thing that's really important about the 12 credit hour mark of successful college classes is that for these students, these are students who may not be eligible for university enrollment or admissions based on their high school GPA or their ACT scores. What this program does is it helps them to earn 12 credits of successful college credit, which therefore can be used to apply for admission to a university and make them admissible.
Right, because the standards for a lot of universities are very quite high depending on where a student wants to go. And this is proof that they can handle a college level program.
Absolutely. The one thing that we like to say at Farris about our Woodbridge Promise program is that this is our promise to the students. If the students complete their end of the promise, they successfully complete the 14 credit hours of college credit, our promise to them is that they're admissible to our university, and we will bring them into the fold and help them to be successful college students.
So they're already, they've passed any entrance procedure that would occur at Farris, and they can go right into a university level study and not necessarily go to a community college or that transitional sort of thing before they get into a university system. Well, how in the world are you going to handle all the students who will likely sign up for this program?
Well, we're very excited. This year we're going to run one program, one section of up to 24 students. Right now I believe we have about 60 students interested. What we want to do is start small and be successful and build success. So next year we may be looking at 2 sections of the Woodbridge Promise College Prep program right here at Charlotte.
Well, and that's great. How do parents sign their young kids up?
They'll contact their guidance office right here at the high school.
Okay. And do students have to be seniors or juniors, or what's the grade level?
For this program and for the initial program, we're looking at incoming seniors.
Okay, so it would be incoming seniors for this school year.
For this coming school
year. And then
year.
they can earn the concurrent credit. And they still have to pass their high school requirements during that year, so that might be a little challenge for some as well. So you give them the skills coming in, and you hope and qualify them for enrollment. And these programs help make them successful at Farris State University or any place else. But where can they go? What should they study or could they study at Farris? Because kids have a lot of different needs.
They absolutely do. So that's where the career education exploration class that they take first semester comes in. Students will do a lot of research on different careers that we have at Farris State University that could be applicable to other universities or community colleges as well. What we want students to do is start finding their passion. What are they excited about? Because when they come to Farris or if they go somewhere else, we don't want them to just enroll in a program because that's the program I'm going to make a lot of money. We want them to find that passion because we know that they'll be more successful then. So students could look at programs in the health field or in our College of Engineering and Technology.
Pharmacy,
College of Pharmacy, College of Optometry.
you have criminal justice.
Absolutely. Criminal justice is one that students could take with us here at Lansing Community College, earn 2 or 3 years of credit through Lansing and finish the degree right here in the Lansing area.
That's great. Now, I understand what Charlotte gets out of this. And what does Farris get out of it? Some more qualified students?
I think, we get more qualified students. For us, it's also an opportunity to connect with our partners across the state. Farris really prides itself on being a statewide university, and we want to help students be successful. So do we expect to see an increase possibly in students who attend Farris after they graduate? Absolutely. But we also expect that a number of those students may go elsewhere, and we know that we've done the right thing by students.
Yeah, and so this hasn't been done other places, or you do have some models.
We do. We're following a national model for, we also are going to be offering concurrent enrollment here for political science.
Okay.
We have an instructor here at the high school who's qualified to teach political science for Farris State University, who'll be teaching the 2 classes right here in the high school setting.
Great.
And for concurrent enrollment, we follow a national model through we follow the National Alliance of Concurrent Enrollment Partnership model. So we're very excited about bringing that, and this will be the first high school that we offer that program as well in political science. So we build the program based on maintaining our integrity and our standards of our college courses or our college programs, but really being able to do the outreach to the community that's needed.
So, Deedee, what do you tell parents and kids right now? Go to their counselor and sign up for the Woodbridge program?
Absolutely. Go to your counselor and talk about your options. If you have students who are not seniors this coming school year, start looking at the possibilities that will be out there. Look at not only Woodbridge Promise, but look at the political science classes that will be offered for college credit. And Charlotte Schools is extremely supportive.
And they don't have to do everything that's offered, but just 1 or 2 would even be helpful.
Right. They could do the political science. They could enroll in Woodbridge Promise. Really, we're looking at where the students' skill sets are.
Well, Deedee, thank you. Woodbridge Promise, Farris State University at Charlotte Public Schools. It's going to be an exciting school year next year with this program. I'm Bob Colt. We'll continue our conversations in Charlotte Public Schools.